Hi, this is Traceyhd, and I want to thank you for joining me today for another Oracle and Tarot card deck review. And today I'm reviewing the Light and Shadow Tarot by Michael Copper. Ooh, Cope. Oh, I can't pronounce his name. Is it Gopeford? Goepferd, and Brian Williams. And this contains 78 cards and a 200-page book with 83 illustrations. And this is quite a unique deck. Okay, first of all, the box is okay. It's kind of a thinner cardboard, so you got to really be careful about, ripping the edges here. So you want to take care with that. I saw this the other day. Not someone, but I was browsing Amazon and I noticed this the other day and it was very unique. The card deck is supposed to look like wood designs, black and white wood stamped type of design. So these are going to be very large cards too. So you know what I'm going to be doing with them. I'm going to be trimming them. But before I even get to the cards, let's take a look at this book here. Okay, so we have a very glossy finish. Okay. Nice cardboard cover. Okay, and it tells you about who the book is dedicated to Helga Gopeford. That's how you pronounce that guy's name. Michael Gopeford. And Mark Kurtz, and to the memory of Jen Haas. And goes into the contents. Okay, preface, an introduction. And then it's going to go into all of the 78 cards. As you can see, it's going to be a black and white photo because the cards are black and white. So there's no way it could be colors. Even though I like colored cards in the guidebook, they just seem so much more, how could I say? You know what I mean. Anyway, it's going to tell you the name on the card, the number, and then it's going to give you a page and a half of description, and then, of course, the meaning. Okay, and then it goes into the Magician. And you get the gist. It's going to be all 78 cards. Okay, and this is a nice guidebook. In the back, we have tarot divination and meditations, which is a nice touch. We have some layouts here, spreads. Tells you about the Celtic cross positions. Okay, so about the artist. So very nice book. Not too much information, not too little. I would say it's just right. Now let's take a look at the cards. And let me just get this plastic off. And like I said, these cards are going to be very large cards. Like, look at how huge they are. And I did read some of the reviews, which also made the comment about it. So I knew what I was in for. But again, I could probably trim these down because look at the border, how much of a border. We could make it like that. Still large, but now the card stock is very thin. So you're going to have to be careful with them. And let's take a look at the backs of the cards. Okay. And like I said, they're humongous, these cards. And I'm not a fan of large cards, but I wanted this for my collection because it seems very, very unique. And here we go. We have the Fool, the Magician. Hope the camera is picking up on the artwork. I like to use the natural light, and we have the natural sunlight coming in at this time. So I hope there's no glare here. We have 2, the High Priestess, 3, the Empress, 4, the Emperor, 5, the Hierophant, 6, the Lovers, 7, the Chariot, Justice, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Strength, the Hangman. So you can see there's a lot of traditional tarot to these pictures. You know, the Hangman is a man hanging upside down. And strength, we're used to seeing someone, you know, holding a lion or a lion in the picture sitting beside them. The endless dance of death. Not just death, but the endless dance of death. Temperance, pouring from one cup into another. The devil. The tower. The star. The moon. We have the dogs and the crustacean down here. The sun. Judgment. We have them blowing the trumpet and the people down here rising up from the ashes. So, like I said, they're kind of typical, but some of them are not what we're used to seeing. But a very interesting artwork. The World. Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups. Queen of Swords. So interesting, they grouped all the queens together. Queen of Pentacles. And we go into the kings. King of Wands. King of Cups. King of Swords. King of Pentacles. Now what's interesting is these kings are not sitting on a throne. You would think that this was the Knight of Swords because it's a man on horseback. Okay, they're not on a throne. These kings are on horses. The King of Pentacles on his horse. Then we go into the Princess of Wands. Now, I'm assuming the princess is going to be maybe the page. Okay, Princess of Wands, Princess of Cups, Princess of Swords, Princess of Pentacles. Then we go into the Prince of Wands. Now, I'm assuming that the prince is going to be the knight of the deck. So we have the Prince of Wands, which to me would be the knight. Prince of Cups. Prince of Swords. Prince of Pentacles. Then we go into the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. We go into the Wands. We have Two of Wands. Oh, we're into the twos. I see. Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. And then we go into the Wands. We have Three of Wands, or the threes rather, Three of Wands. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. See, that's typical. The thrice pierced heart, which we're used to seeing. Three of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Now, this is interesting because we have the Four of Wands, and it looks like it's on a bridge. These wands are on top of a bridge instead of in an open area with the house in the background and three beautiful women or four beautiful women or two beautiful women, whoever, dancing around, you know, the wands. So this is different with the bridge. Kind of reminds you of Venice. And then we have Four of Cups, which is different. We have the crab. Okay, normally we have someone sitting under a tree in a funk where there's a cup being offered and they're not having it. So this is a different take on it. Four of Swords. Normally we have someone laying down. This person is sitting up in a lotus position, it looks like. Four of Pentacles. Five of Wands. There we are, with them fighting with the wands. Five of Cups with the back turned, with 3 cups spilled, 2 cups upright. Five of Swords. Five of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. They're celebrating. So you could see by the expressions on the faces on these cards, and you could feel the energy of what the card is about. Maybe a little challenging for a new card reader. 6 of Cups. 6 of Swords. Moving away on the boat from the chaos. Moving to calmer waters. 6 of Pentacles, equal give and take. 7 of Wands, standing your ground, and you have the wands down below. We're used to seeing that too. 7 of Cups, cups filled with all different options. 7 of Swords, sneaking away. 7 of Pentacles, waiting for your harvest. 8 of Wands. Now, normally we see the wands going through the air, pointing all in the same direction. These are pointing every which way. 8 of Cups, walking away. 8 of Swords, surrounded by swords, blindfolded, bound. And oh, and another thing, you can see the astrology symbols in these cards. Okay, so here's the numeral 2. Okay, and see more astrology symbols within the cards, which is nice. Here we are again. 9 of Wands. A lot of symbolism in these cards. 9 of Cups. 9 of Swords. And again, we have the astrology touches to these cards. Here we are here. 10 of Wands. 10 of Cups. 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Pentacles. So very, very interesting deck. I can't wait to read the book to elaborate on these cards and for it to point out some of the symbols, because these are very busy cards. There's a lot in the artwork that, you know, you might overlook the first time you see it, and then you go back to the deck and you're like, ah, look at that. I didn't notice this, or I didn't notice that. Yeah, look at this. He's holding these wands, but he also has somebody sitting on his back. Look at that. He has a person sitting on his back. Somebody's burdening him, as well as his workload. Person too. Wow. Okay, so let's see how these are to shuffle. I have to shuffle them this way. They're a little cumbersome to shuffle, but I'm sure once I trim these down, and I don't want to trim anything off the back, so I'm just going to trim like maybe the sides. Yeah, because you can't really trim too much off the bottom or top. I'll think about it. But to me, with average size hands, they're a little hard to shuffle, so you got to be careful with them. All in all, though, I am satisfied with my purchase. I just wish the card stock was thicker and maybe the cards be a bit smaller, but they're very unique, very nice, very satisfied. This is going to be a welcome addition to my ever-growing tarot collection. If you've enjoyed this review, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share it, and above all, subscribe, because I will be back with more.